Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will have first crack at this one. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings, and Palmer, obviously, in the booth was pretty solid, too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody...
No, he loses the ball after a huge gain. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Brown has it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Going for it all. Brings it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5. Down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A first down run on the doorstep. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something to win, then this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's Horn. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC, though that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
And the Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Sutton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Offside defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. The quick out. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Extra point here will tie the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Here's the handoff. There he goes. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense in a bunch formation. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Finds his man. It's Humphreys. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Humphries. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop at the 37, but not before. He's got 10 yards and the first down. The Yellow Jackets are on the move. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Runs through the tackle. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. Jukes his way for more. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. The give on the option. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll do it himself. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for room, it's Sutton. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be 2nd scoring. To the ground with the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely...
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make...
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. First down, 10 yards to go. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Georgia going up tempo. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts.
Pulls it in on the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take another shot here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the 3rd snap, they take another shot. Just couldn't come up with the completion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Brown. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got some room headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move.
Going for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Horn. Rushes on him. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
He's now up to 66 yards on the ground so far, and he looks to be well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page. In time, in rhythm.
Breaks into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs! The extra point here would tie the game.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Sutton. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Looking for a man. It's Horn. Fires to the middle. It's complete. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Rides the back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's looking to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Sutton. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Caught, close to the marker, it's Williams. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Wilson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting to TFL.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Got his man in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Don't worry about it, dude. Got it. tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and fourth or third down and goal situation.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold it.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the fourth quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking downfield, it's Horn. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sutton. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on second down. There's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need to go for it on fourth down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
And to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on third down.
That one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
Gotta have it here on fourth down. Here comes the heat. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This to tie things up in the final minute. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. off to Brown. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Stockton. Caught behind the line, it's Brown. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Plucks it out of the air. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Hudson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him. And they really...
Touchdown, Georgia! They take the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. And that will put a stamp